Be sure to subscribe for future videos as well as clicking the bell to notify you whenever I upload something. Also, follow me on these social media platforms as I will be sharing exclusive behind the scenes content. Even after Gohan told this girl that he had a wife and a kid, she still kissed him. She is a hoe.
Nasty bitch.
And Barry Karn is a bitch ass nigga. So this episode starts off with the beam which Jaco fired on Gohan, thinking that he's Watagash, and Gohan naturally dodges this because, you know, he's fast. It's just a beam. I don't know how or why Gohan even dodged that. He could have blocked that because he is strong enough to do that. So obviously Jaco confronts him thinking that he's Watagash, but he says, no, I'm not, I'm Gohan. And then Jaco says that he's mediocre, which doesn't make sense. Was he talking about his looks? I don't know, but he tells Gohan not to tell Goku about this because this whole Watagash thing is supposed to be a secret mission. And then Jaco blackmails him by saying that if he tells Goku, he will tell Videl about this little date with that girl. And then Gohan agrees, saying, well, yeah, I won't tell Goku, but keep this a secret. So clearly this nigga is trying to hide shit. Moving on, so obviously they are practicing for their little play or movie shoot or whatever. And then you can see someone, a cameraman, right outside Cocoa's house with a camera. So obviously we know that this is Barry Karn waiting to snap a picture of Cocoa kissing Gohan so he can show it to Videl, which he did. But what happened was obviously Cocoa had a change of mind, even though she got blackmailed by Barry Karn. So people are being blackmailed left and right here. So she got blackmailed. So whatever, like a show, I think she's doing a show or something, could get better. So Barry Karn said, I can help you with your career even though your little business thing fails. So obviously all she has to do is kiss Gohan and give Barry Karn evidence to show Videl, which is the whole plan. So obviously that goes the other way because obviously Gohan talks to Cocoa and convinces her that she's good enough for whatever she's doing, and then obviously that convinces her to stop the whole plan. So she closes the blinds, making sure that no one can take pictures in case she does something, and they keep practicing. At the end of the day, Gohan told this bitch, right? Gohan told this girl that he has a wife and a kid, but for some reason this girl still ran towards Gohan and showed him what that mouth do.
Nasty bitch.
See, at this point is where most niggas will fail. They'll say, you know, I don't do nothing, she kissed me first. Okay, being honest, if that was me, I would fail. So in conclusion, she is side bitch material. So Gohan does the, you know, stereotypical cowardice behavior that all these shonen characters have. I mean, they see underwear and they pretend like the world is gonna end or some shit. Like they freak out like it's some next alien that just came into the house and trying to anal rape them or some shit. But it's not funny. It's not funny. So he flies away and he reaches home. He talks to Videl. Videl asks him, you know, how have you been, because he has been away the whole night and it's daytime. So obviously, you know, she being a good vibe, she will stay up and wait for this nigga to turn up. If it was me, I came home and I found my wife just sitting there just waiting for me. That's a bit weird. I mean, you know, why don't you just go to sleep? So obviously she's a good vibe. And then she asks Gohan, and Gohan just explains a few things. You know, he's not going into full detail because he knows what's good, right? He knows what's good. And then someone knocks at the door, and guess who it is? It is bitch ass Barry Karn. Bitch ass Barry Karn comes, he goes to Videl, right? And he busts out these pictures. Now this part right here is what is unrealistic, okay? So he shows all the pictures of Gohan trying to, you know, do his little secret session with Cocoa, right? And then he busts out a picture of them kissing. And then, you know, I was waiting for Videl to just explode. I was like, yo, this nigga, he got this nigga fucked up. What are you gonna do? Go on. But then, you know, she does this thing. Look, this is not realistic, okay? So, if this is the case, right? If this is the case, if your wife find out that you were cheating on them, right? They'll go nuts. They will go absolute nuts. But for some reason, Videl says, you know, it's fake. And she's right because, you know, Barry Karn is trying to get back at Gohan because she ignored Barry Karn when he was trying to move to her. So obviously in that mentality, yes, she is right, but still this nigga, your husband got caught kissing someone, so would you not want to ask and investigate what happened or not? But you know, it's Videl and she has an unhealthy amount of trust, you know what I'm saying? You can't do that in real life because, yeah, you know what I'm saying, like, it's real life, you can't do that shit. So obviously she tells Barry Karn it's all fake, right? Gohan would never do this because it's Gohan, you know what I'm saying, and Gohan would never do that. But yeah, she has a huge devotion to Gohan, so you know, props for her. And obviously it's not over because, you know, bitch ass Barry Karn, he's mad because his plan failed. He got denied and his plan also failed, so that's an L. So obviously he still tries to finesse the whole situation even though his plan failed, and then Gohan just grabs this nigga, pushes him to the wall and says, get the fuck out. And I'm thinking, yeah, yes, this is the Gohan we want to see. So obviously he heads out, and then Watagash just infects him through his ass or some shit, or was it his back, I don't know, but obviously he gains all these muscles and then he jumps into Gohan's house, right, and he knocks Gohan the fuck out. I'm thinking, is this nigga that weak that Watagash knocked him out? I'm thinking, you know what, people are gonna say maybe Gohan is really weak, and that is exactly what I was gonna say. But the thing is, I had a think about it and I watched the episode twice, right? I thought about it, and just because it's a filler episode doesn't necessarily mean that the enemies that will appear in the filler are weak, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, just cut Gohan some slack. So we don't know how strong Watagash is. So obviously Gohan has his little beef with Watagash at the TV station, which looks like Fuji TV, and this station was also seen in Dragonball GT where Goku was turned into a little kid and was having his little Goku time. So Watagash is fighting Gohan, and guess who turns up? It is Goku at the side, bitch. Yeah, she turned up, and then obviously she was talking to Videl. Now, for some reason, Videl did not question her or as to why she did that, because she has a unrealistic amount of devotion to Gohan, and also she came there, Cocoa came there to, you know, support Gohan or some shit. But the thing is, she did not realize that the wife of Gohan was standing right in front of her, and at this point she is the victim because we know what Videl can do. If Videl wanted to whoop her ass, she would whoop it right there. So Watagash fights the great Saiyaman, right? And then obviously the fight becomes, you know, difficult for Gohan because he's punching him. He's continuously just punching Watagash, but Watagash keeps getting stronger, and then he changes into this ape form, right? He changes into this ape form, which I thought was cool. It was a little I think it was more like an Easter egg because the design reminded me of Demigrad's transformation in Dragon Ball Xenoverse. But yeah, he fights Gohan. Gohan cannot take him. He knocks Gohan into space with his Superman eye beams or some shit. And then Gohan turns into Super Saiyan to take down Watagash. Now, as I'm saying, we don't know how strong Watagash is. Yes, maybe it's because Gohan has become weaker, because think about this, the Super Saiyan transformation only multiplies your base. So if you are weak as hell, imagine Roshi transforming into a Super Saiyan, he will not be able to take on a normal Saiyan because, you know, it just multiplies your base power times 50. Okay, so if Masaroshi had a power level of 50 and he times that by 50, that will not be enough to even handle Frieza in his first form. So, you know, at the end of the day, we don't know how strong Watagash is, and we do not know how weak Gohan has become. So, you know, we cannot really blame Gohan for turning Super Saiyan. So he turns Super Saiyan, he comes back down, he has this nice glow, and obviously the cameraman started recording because it looks nice. And I thought, yeah, they might have to use that for the movie. So they do. Gohan beats Watagash, and Watagash at the end of the day escapes again because Jackal has been reckless again. So obviously that's hinting that probably Watagash will be back, but I wonder what havoc Watagash will cause next time. And also Barry Karn gets blackmailed by Cocoa because, you know, he was the monster, and his career will be over if people find out that he was actually, you know, a monster trying to terrorize people and trying to kidnap and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, at the end of the day, Karma is a bitch because it backfired on him. So, you know, that has been my review for this episode. With all that being said, show some love by commenting and liking this video. Share the video especially so everyone can see my video, thus allowing me to grow a huge audience. That is the whole point of sharing. So do so on your favorite social media platforms. I will be uploading more videos like this. Except from that, I have nothing to say. Bye.